Considering the fact that I have been talking about Sweden all week, it's only logical that my Music Saturday will also be about Sweden. ABBA Museum in Stockholm. I visited this museum when they had a special exhibition of famous guitars from the history of rock and roll, two of which are particularly interesting to me. Both are Gibson Les Pauls, and the first one was owned by Joe Perry from Aerosmith. Still, he sold it at the beginning of his career and immediately regretted this decision. But 20 years later, Slash from Guns N' Roses bought this particular guitar, used it for a few years, and then somehow realized that it was the former Perry's guitar. And like a true friend, Slash returned that guitar to Perry as a gift for his 50th birthday. And I have another gift here. This one is now from sadly deceased Gary Moore. It was given to him by Peter Green, then Fleetwood Mac, and Gary Moore thanked him with an entire blues album. In the ABBA Museum, there were also guitars from Jimmy Page, and I was also thrilled to see a Telecaster from Andy Summers from The Police, which I really admire. But my excitement died when I found out that these guitars are only replicas, not originals. Yet I was fascinated by the original of that stellar ABBA guitar, of course, from Waterloo. And in that museum, I was also impressed by the studio placement and the helicopter, of course. But the thing that fascinated me the most in this ABBA museum was this red telephone. The number for this telephone only the ABBA members know. And they still call this phone number from time to time, and if you're lucky in this museum, you can pick up the phone, and the person on the other side of the line is one of the ABBA members. And I also listened to one of ABBA's members live.
Mercedes-Benz je za premiero svojega prvega množičnega električnega avtomobila izbral Stockholm. Premiero pa je pospremil s Kongresom mobilnosti. Zbral je strokovnjake iz najrazličnejših področij, menedžerje, marketingerje, vplivneže, mecene, startupovce, iz najrazličnejših okolij, od Kazahstana pa do Sao Paula. In ker smo v ABBA-landu, ne preseneča, da je med govorci tudi gospod Björn iz ABBA.
On that event, he also said that words.
If an AI can write something to make me cry, then I'll have to, confess that I've been manipulated, and that's the way it is. I have to accept that. There's no higher principle that says that the thing written by a human being is better in any way than the piece written by the AI. I don't think there is. I think if in the future, AI will write much better songs than the average songwriter. That's for sure.
Well, of course, the car is now already in production. I have already tested it several times, and it's very good to drive. I will attach a test. But tomorrow we are going to a country with a capital city that I first heard about while watching the cartoon Aristocats with my kids. See you tomorrow.